welcome to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy and I'm so grateful you clicked on today as always. So today we are going to be doing a self-care reset kind of video. We're just going to be seeing where spirit is wanting us to focus when it comes to our self-care, how we should be taking care of ourselves at this time, okay? So thank you so much for joining me. We have 3 options to choose from here. We did shuffle each of these cards here. So pile number 1, you shuffled my favorite card in this deck, Bitch Fire. Stand up for yourself. So I love that one so much. Pile number 2, you shuffled Clover. Release your guilt. Very powerful card as well here. And finally, pile number 3, we have Raindrops. Take a chance on them. So we have 3 really cool options to choose from. Can't wait to see what messages come out. If you're interested in a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out to me. As always, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. If you have any suggestions about topics that you guys want to hear, or any comments, any questions, reach out to me or comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for those of you who already are subscribed and comment and like the videos. It really means a lot to me, and I'm just grateful to have this space. So thank you to the people that love and support my channel. All right, I will see you at your pile. Bye. Welcome, pile number 1, to your reading. So if you've been here for a while, you know that this is not my typical start of the video. So when I started to channel the energy for this pile, the word I kept channeling was vicious, or that's the way I would describe the energy that I began to feel. So you have chosen, we're gonna say witch fire just for the sake of the video. I already said it in the intro, but let's not keep saying it. Stand up for yourself. So you chose this option. So there's obviously some negative forces against you at this time. But I was feeling so much pain. I was feeling like tears. I was feeling a lot of triggering wounds, like childhood wounds that were being brought up, maybe abandonment wounds, rejection wounds. This situation, whatever it is that you are lighting your way out of, I feel like you are looking towards the light at the end of the tunnel. You are still in this darkness. I do feel like there's an energy of still kind of needing to release a bit more, but I wanted to kind of help you out here, so I did light some candles on your behalf. I just pray that anybody who needs healing and protection can call this energy in and accept this. But it just really felt like powerful. The energies against you are very powerful. I don't want to scare you. It's not like it's powerful. It's just, I'm hearing numbers. Like there's power in numbers. So this could be like gang stalking. This could just be like group bullying, or like it could even be family, where there's typically, especially in like narcissistic families, systems, if there's the central narcissist, they're enabling everybody that's in their roles, flying monkeys in the family, to do their bidding, right? They don't like to actually get their hands dirty, especially covert. So it just builds that numbers. There's power in numbers. There's power in ruining your reputation by controlling a narrative here. So that's where it feels vicious. It almost feels calculated in a way. So I do suggest just focusing on protecting your energy, cleansing your energy. I was also drawn to light some incense, so I might have to do that. But yeah, like this is not the norm energy. Like typically I don't feel like my viewers need a lot of assistance, in those departments, but it's like this energy that's against you, it does feel like evil eye. It just feels very strong, like they're watching, they're constantly watching, they're wanting to utilize anything you say, do, and twist to fit their narrative. So it's just like very obsessive as well. But we're gonna read the message from the book, which from what I'm remembering as well, it does talk about that, like somebody, yes, I'm being drawn to the word reputation. So it says, there's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. Oh, they're gonna flag this. But yeah, we also had bottom of the deck energy, 3 of Cups in reverse. So I'm just getting gossip and rumors, and it's just gross. And I can totally understand why you would want to come to a video that's all about resetting, taking care of ourselves, because I do feel that's the key. That's truly the key to this situation, is just keeping a level head and making sure that you are taking really good care of yourself, planning for the future. It's almost like where these energies, these negative forces, are focusing so much of their energy onto you and curious about what you're doing. I'm hearing the song Shut Up by Ariana Grande. I haven't channeled that song in a long time, but it's like, here it is. So I vibrate high, my circle's lit. We ain't really in drugs and shit. Yeah, it's like that energy of, I'm busy. How are you spending your time? Like, how are you using your time over there? It's like they're using their time in a negative way, in a way that's also building negative karma for them. And not only that, but they forget that you are also a powerful being yourself. So it's almost like they're throwing all this negativity onto you. They feel very good and powerful doing that, trying to make you feel small. But I think that it's actually awesome to see, like, your energy is fiery, ferocious is what I just heard. And it's almost like if you want to play with the lion while they're a hyena, yeah, you know what I mean? We'll show you who is the king of the jungle type of thing. You know, it's like, I think you will bite back. You will fight back. You will stand up for yourself. It's almost like these people just lit that fire underneath you, basically, to love yourself harder. We have make a vision board here. We have the 10 of freaking pentacles here. So it just shows me you are focused on the future. You're focused on, what do I want to manifest at this time? And I feel like you're the kind of person that it's like, I'm hearing kill them with kindness. I'm hearing like show them, don't tell them. There's an energy of like show them, don't tell them. With the book's message though, with it saying that silence can be effective, but not in this case, some of you might need to speak up. Some of you might need to say something. If there's relationships that you care about in these dynamics, you know, some of you might want to approach them just adult to adult, person to person, and, you know, address your feelings. And maybe you can resolve the issue with certain people that are in the group. But I think that the best revenge here is really just you taking such amazing care of yourself, manifesting everything that you've been wanting. 10 of freaking pentacles, you know, gaining a lot of abundance, financial success is what I'm seeing, because you have been focused on that. It's like, what do I want to manifest? I want to bring in more money. I want to bring in stability. I want to bring in abundance. And so it's like, well, these fools are so focused on you. You are over here doing what's right for you. And you're building karmas yourself by choosing what you decide to give energy to. And also it's like what you choose to like fight, you know, what you choose to kind of draw a boundary, draw that line in the sand, say, this is not okay. And I'm going to speak on it because I have a voice too. Just like you speak negativity out into the world and try to put other people down, I can do that too. They're gonna feel like shit. I'm sorry, these people are gonna feel like shit. Especially the more success you gain, the further you keep going. It's like this fire. They lit this fire under your, you know, they lit a fire under your butt. And it's just like, I think this rejection, this abandonment, you know, with the 5 of coins here, it actually has helped push you into this energy of resetting, of, it's also like building more strength to handle rejection. It's like, okay, now that this has happened, I can handle it. I can keep going. I can choose the kind of people that I want in my life. And it's also like recognizing negative patterns in others. It's like if you're hanging out with a bunch of people, they're sitting there talking the nastiest shit you've ever heard. As soon as you get up and walk away, they're gonna do it to you. So it's just like, you kind of know the red flags. You kind of understand, especially that like people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. And it's like small-minded people talk about other people, and it's like, I think you're making better decisions now. And it's like, this experience has taught you how to handle rejection. And it's also, like I said, lit this fire underneath you where it's like, okay, now I'm hearing, oh my God, do you guys remember that trend? It was like years ago. It was the now I'm mad trend. It's like, now I'm mad. like I can barely remember it. That just I'm gonna have to go look up videos after this because like I forgot those existed. Now I'm mad. It's like your anger is inspiring you to do better, to motivate yourself, to work on discipline, consistency. What do I need to do to manifest this vision board, these goals that I've set out for myself? What do I see for me in my life? We do have sound healing at the bottom. I feel like there's also, I kept hearing an energy of like silence. Like silence will be really helpful for you. If you're not really somebody who enjoys like complete silence, you could definitely go outside and like have birds and just like the kind of the noise, keep it from just like silence. But I am getting just like being alone with your thoughts, like really processing what you've experienced and like making an intention to grow stronger. Like I feel like with these candles too, it's like I'm setting intentions for protection and healing for this pile. And it's like it's really important to set those intentions here. It's like, and focus on healing. So sound healing, definitely, you know, there's a lot of YouTube videos with like healing frequencies or sound bowls, whatever you like. Personally, I feel like it's good to maybe make your own music like at home. Like if you have any instruments in the house, maybe it's like sit with them, play them. And sound healing as well. Like that's why I ring my bell at the beginning of my readings, is to cleanse the energy. Energetically for me, like sound, I'm very sensitive with sound, you know, sound, music, all these things. So I don't think it's clear audience. And so for me, when I ring that bell, it really just cleanses the space for me. So that might be something for you as well, where it's like ringing a bell throughout the house with incense, you know, just cleansing the space, setting intentions for healing, protection. What else do we have? Connect with your ancestors. Yes, I think it's time to like channel like the struggles your ancestors went through as well. Think of all the times they probably felt rejected, abandoned. Like find comfort in knowing that you're not the only one who's experienced these kinds of situations. Even your own bloodline, you know, even people in your family probably have experienced similar situations. I just heard scapegoat. So I am getting scapegoat energies where it's like, you know, there are other, it's like energies of past scapegoats. It's like if you resonate with feeling like the scapegoat in your family, it's like channeling that energy of like other outcast or scapegoat members of the family, for, you know, maybe even if they've passed on. Let's get some more. I'm seeing 444 on the timer. Yeah, it's all about stabilizing your energy. I think that with this 5 of Pentacles, you know, it like came out sideways. It didn't really come out reversed or upright. And I feel like the energy, that's why it's like you're still in the tunnel, kind of looking out to the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like you're still in some darkness, you're still in some pain here. I don't think you're fully over this situation at all. And that's almost why it's so important for you to like stand up for yourself at this time, because I think that'll finally put the nail in the coffin, you know, for you, where it's like, I did what I could for my inner child, I did what I could for myself, I stood up for myself. That's all I can do. Now it's time to walk away and like close that chapter. But with it being reversed, it's like it's showing you getting out of that energy of feeling rejected, you know, feeling left out. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Yeah, no, we already talked about that, like channeling. Oh, stability. So it's like I really feel like this was such a ploy from these negative forces to kind of create some instability in your life. So it's like these people could have been watching you manifesting or growing stronger. I'm seeing 7 here. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm too old for that. Yeah. But I'm mainly focused on 7 here. I feel like you have been listening, connected. You have been going down your path spiritually with ears and heart and mind all open. And it's like you've been gaining strength, you've been gaining momentum, gaining experience and wisdom. And it's almost like that's why it's like these people are like so obsessed with you, targeting you, because it's like they're wanting so badly to, like, I'm seeing somebody throw marbles. You know, it's like they want to throw marbles under your feet and make you slip. They want you to lose your stability here, because your stability is what's creating most of this manifestation. It's like if you're in your bag, focused, stable, grounded, you're able to accomplish so much. So if I can find a way to like target maybe their stability in some way. And I feel like for a lot of these people, it was like emotional stability. If I can make you emotionally unstable, it'll disconnect you from this abundance. So I really feel like this has all just been like a negative force really focused on you. It's gross. It's vicious. It's pathetic. Let's call it for what it is. It's pathetic. That's really the best way to describe this energy, is pathetic. Ooh, we have playful. Most outgrow certain behaviors from childhood, but I give myself permission to cherish my curiosity and wonder. To find magic in the mundane is a spectacular power. The world is not all black and white, for there is color everywhere I look. So these negative forces could have been making fun of your childlike nature, childlike behaviors, you know, your curiosity, your wonder. They really wanted, and it's like these are people that wanted to kind of say it's black and white, this behavior. Yeah, but we're not going to focus, we're going to not focus on them. It's like another way to really heal is to become more playful. It's like, I think this is also something they wanted to, these forces wanted to take from you, is like, I'm hearing mischievous, like your mischievous nature. Like some of you, there's like, you have a little grin, or it's like you're kind of sneaky, you know, and it's like these people really wanted to get you, and like they wanted you to, like, it's really targeting your emotions specifically here, where they wanted you to stop laughing, stop having fun, stop being so stable, stop it. Like, it's like they can't stand to see you in a positive energy. And we have the sun here. They couldn't stand to see you in this sun energy, this joy, this childlike innocence that you carry as well. They couldn't stand it. Like, you taking good care of your inner child triggered these people. Yeah, these people are pathetic, and it's sad. It's sad. That's what it is. Oh, we have ambitious. In a world where possibilities are endless, I can do anything I set my mind to. Power and ambition courses through my veins. When I intentionally reach towards my dreams will meet me with open arms. I love this. I'm hearing the song Open Arms by SZA. I gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. I can't remember how it goes, but it's like that song literally ends with her talking about letting something go as well. But yeah, in a world where possibilities are endless, I feel like you are looking to your future and you're like, what? Like, I'm hearing this song, What Else Can I Do, from Encanto. What else can I do? I grow roses, roses, roses. Yeah, it's like, I think, like I said, this has lit a fire underneath you where it's like, now I'm mad. And it's like, you're ready to take on any goal, any challenge. Like, you feel ambition because of this, because of the position that this has put you in. courses through my veins. It's crazy. When I intentionally reach towards my dreams will meet me with open arms. Yes. Like, I feel like spirit wants to give you this. Like, they're so excited to give you this new chapter, these manifestations, this stability. I'm hearing well-earned stability. Like, this has been tough to really maintain that and to, you know, hold yourself accountable and, you know, abundant stability. That's not an easy feat. And I'm like looking, and it's like we have who am I, we have creating roots. We'll read that one as well. Yeah, no, I'm gonna read it because I'm being drawn to it. So, like tree roots snaking into the earth, I will create a solid foundation before reaching for the moon and stars. Like swaying branches in the wind, I can move, bend, and even break, but challenging times will never cause me to fall. Absolutely gorgeous energy. Sorry, I'm hearing songs. Okay, sorry. So I was hearing that song Impossible. Impossible, 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 impossible. Like, it might be people that are just looking at you and they're like, this is impossible. Like how can this person have managed this much? And like, it really is screaming jealousy. These people don't know how to create this stability, and I feel like you've been slowly over time building it, just like a tree, you know. It's like, think of how long it takes a tree to become immovable, unshakable. Like, think how long it takes for that trunk to really grow strength and, you know, grow rings. It takes, you know, decades. So it's like people are just, it's like they're looking at you like that kind of energy of overnight success, whereas like you've actually been working so hard for a long time for this stability. And it's like, I think now that you've built that stability, it's like now you're able to play, you're able to have some fun, you're able to like, you know, like it says, before reaching for the moon and stars, you know, I will create a solid foundation before reaching for the moon and stars. Like, it's like now that you've built that foundation, you're able to reach for the moon and stars. And I think it's just driving some people from your past, or maybe even people you just recently disconnected from. It's driving them crazy. They're like, how? That's what I'm hearing. How? Who am I? I am who I want to be, and thoughts cannot label me as good or bad. What truly defines me is how I respond to these thoughts. I will greet passing thoughts with kindness and understanding. And I know it's just the pile that you guys chose with this witch fire energy. It's like you guys have some enemies, and so it's like, I know this is like a self-care reading, but I really think that like spirit is kind of standing up for you here by bringing this to light, by talking about this, by giving you a lot of love and encouragement here. But I really feel like that energy of like these people wanted to label you as good or bad. And like I was saying earlier, they see the situation as black and white. So it's like you're not going to get understanding or empathy from people that are very small-minded, that are very dedicated to like labeling things one way or another. It's like they can't understand nuance or complexity. You know, it's like there's no room for gray. These people lack empathy. They truly lack empathy. And it's like, these are also people that are very like self-centered. So it's like, why is this happening to me? Or why doesn't the things that happen to pile one happen for me? You know, it's like jealousy, it's obsession. It's just, yeah, they're so occupied on the wrong things. I feel like why I keep bringing them up as well, it's almost like they're setting an example for exactly who you don't want to be. Like exactly who you would hate to become. Like they're setting that example for like, I would hate to, you know, be this wasteful of my time and energy. So that's really what I'm getting for you guys. I think we should close it out maybe with one of these bad boys. Yeah, guardian angel. Yeah, you're protected. Call in those guardian angels. You know you have people. You know you have your people, okay? You've got a strong spirit team. My spirit team's here too, and I'm asking them for assistance to fight on your behalf, like straight up. So you guys have people in your corner. Trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect time, most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. That's a beautiful way to end this. Absolutely lovely. Okay, bottom of the deck, compassion. Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. So that's just a reminder, because like I said, I feel like some of you are still in that dark. And I feel like it's painful. I was feeling the tears in the beginning. And it's like, it made me so angry. And, you know, I think you just need to come back to love and compassion for yourself, okay? Take good care of yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it, pile one. And you have people in your corner, okay? So that's all I'm getting. Don't internalize these people's negativity and make it equate to your self-worth, because it doesn't. It does not. People can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. Small-minded, pathetic, okay? I'm serious. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm done. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. If you resonated, if this was helpful for you, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you guys. Till next time, love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Okay. Welcome, pile number 2s. You chose Clover. Release your guilt here. Okay, interesting. So self-care reset. I think the most powerful energy that's coming through is working on your mind, your mental. How are you doing with your mental health? Okay, let's talk about it. Some of you here, this is a continuation of pile 1 for you. Maybe you're just watching all the piles, but like some of you might be struggling to like let go, or maybe feel like you made certain mistakes that you keep holding on to, like shame and guilt. I'm having a hard time breathing, so I feel like that's why the meditate card is here, because they really just want you to take deep breaths and clear your mind. There's something so important just about clearing your mind, your mental space, being very focused on. That's the most important thing when it comes to your self-care here. We're going to read the message from the book. So it says, you've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. Sometimes the first road leads back around to the second. Yeah, I feel like there's an energy of feeling stuck, not knowing what direction to go in, not knowing how to maybe repair connections that you actually do want to like mend and reconnect. But either way, it's like you can't stay here in this cage. It's like either way, you can't stay here in this energy of just like shame and guilt, and like it's freezing your energy. It's creating like a freeze response where it's like, I feel this shame and guilt, so I'm just not going to do anything. And so it's almost like, that's why it's important to like get connected with your mental space at this time. Just very focused on like, what's going on up here? How do we clear this out? We need to make a decision here to move forward. But I feel like there's just like you need to breathe. I keep getting that energy of like, I can't, it's like feeling almost like slightly out of breath. And it's like, I feel like I need to go turn my air conditioner on. You know what I mean? It's like feeling very overwhelmed. So it's like just taking a moment. Some of you might struggle with like silence or quiet. Like it's okay. Like you might need some white noise. Okay, that was a message for pile 1. That's why I feel a connection here where it's like, for those of you who might still really be struggling in the darkness, just like with your own mind, with your own decisions that you might have made. Maybe some of you, like I said, in pile 1, it almost felt like there was like a group situation, a group coming after pile 1. And it's like I mentioned in pile 1, there might be a few people that you actually want to like mend the connection, or it's like talk about what happened, like have an adult conversation about like how to move forward. Like there's relationships that you want to like save here, and so it's like you might be feeling stuck of like how to move forward. But I just really feel like you can't do anything until you clear your mind. Like you really can't move forward until you sit with yourself, process, meditate, find some grounding, you know? I feel like the head space is just like everywhere. The head space is overwhelmed, it's exhausted, it needs some quiet. And like I said, some of you might be uncomfortable with quiet. Maybe some of you grew up with more chaotic environments, and so it's like it's not comfortable to just like sit in that quiet. But it's time, you know, it's time to challenge yourself. Okay, I'm back. I actually had to pause the video just to catch my breath, drink some water, take a break. And I feel like that's also a message here from Spirit. It's okay to take a break. It's also okay to go slower, intentionally move slower. I think for me, I channel a lot of messages, and I feel very called to get them all out and to speak and speak and speak, even when I need to take a break. And that's where the message is coming in of, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to sit in this quiet, reset. Resting helps your brain reset. Resting helps you, clear your mind, reset. Like some of you might struggle to just give yourself a break, let yourself rest. I am hearing ADHD where it's like it just feels like very overwhelming, and you know, it's hard to slow down. So challenge yourself maybe with meditation, with intentionally slowing down, with intentionally taking a look at your mental health and saying, how am I doing? What do I need help with? How do I get help that I need? Just overall focusing on healing and peace. We have this star here, and this is all about healing, especially after a really hard situation, after a tower, you know, it's like after this tower, everything fell apart, things suddenly changed. It's very overwhelming and scary, and my head is all over the place. I just heard shattered, you know, it just feels shattered, where it's like you're all over the place, and it's like it's time to kind of do some healing, some rebuilding. It's time to put the pieces back together again, you know? I do feel a fear of independence. So Spirit is wanting you to focus on your independence. How can I do this on my own? How can I do this? You know, it's not like a hyper independence where it's like I don't want anybody's help, but it's more so like I am capable to do certain things on my own. Like because I feel like there's also an energy of like not wanting to let go, not wanting to release certain things, still very much clinging. Yeah, bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is all about clinging on too tightly and finally letting it go. After holding on to something so tightly, you finally release it. And so it's that energy of like, some of you, it could have been a relationship, like a romantic relationship. It could have been a friendship, like some people that you relied on for maybe a certain function, or like you relied on maybe transactionally in some way. You relied on these people to maybe even guide you, help you make decisions. Like if you're somebody that really hates choosing where to eat or deciding what to do that day or whatever it might be, you are a bit codependent, where it's like you like other people to kind of take the lead, and you just kind of go along and people please instead of like asking yourself, what do I want? So it's like it's time to rebuild and to focus on you and to focus on what do I want, because I feel like there's also that umbrella of guilt, right? You have this umbrella of guilt over your head, and you might be telling yourself, I don't deserve to focus on myself. I don't deserve to have what I want, because you still are holding on to this guilt of like, I don't deserve it. So it's like it's time to really rewire that brain. You know, there's something here about the mental space, the mental projection of like, I don't deserve it, holding on to the guilt, holding on to the shame very tightly, telling yourself this is what I deserve. Is like, I deserve for things to fall apart. I deserve for tower moments to happen. No, the star, it's like tower moments happen to everybody, but the star does too. It's you can also heal, you can also rebuild, you can keep going on this journey. But I feel like it's your mind. Your mind is really in a dark place and maybe struggling just with negative intrusive thoughts. I feel a very codependent energy coming through, where it's just like, I need them. I need the person. Like, I need them. I can't let them go. I need them. They need, like, I need their help. I need, you know, I can't do it alone. I like, just like clinging, holding on to something. Like I can't, like, there's this energy of like, I can't seem to let go of the way it was, or, you know, like I can't seem to let go of the bad decisions that I made. And it's like holding on to guilt, not forgiving yourself, you know, not having compassion for yourself of like, yes, I made a bad decision, but it's okay. I forgive myself. I can move forward. I don't have to keep holding on to the guilt. because that's really what's holding you back. It's like, it's your own guilt, your own projections. I shouldn't say projection. It's like your own internalizing the shame and guilt as this is my self-worth. But it's really just like having a very overwhelmed, foggy, negative mind space. You know, it's like it's time to kind of focus on how do we clear these thoughts out. My head is spinning. It's time to listen. I'm hearing shut up and listen. Sorry, that's my guides. My guides have a sense of humor, guys. They like to play with me like shut up and listen. Okay, sorry. That's not for everybody. If you don't like tough love from your guides, it's like, okay, awkward. But my guides like to tease me, right? But yeah, it's like Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, how can we take better care of ourselves? Is like, finally do it for you. Finally do the things that you want to do. Form opinions about what you like to eat, what music you like, what things you like to do in your free time, the hobbies, and, you know, make independent opinions, choices. Free yourself from this guilt that has been telling you you don't deserve this independence, you know? Bottom of the, okay, yeah, we already talked about Four of Pentacles in reverse. You know, this is all about letting go of that stingy energy of like, I feel like you could have formed an identity around this guilt, you know, this shame. Like, I don't deserve anything good. I'm a piece of, you know, caca. I don't deserve it. I'm like, some of you really talk negatively to yourself. Like, I'm dumb. I'm not good enough for this. I'm not pretty enough for this. I'm not this or that. And it's got to stop, you know? If you really want to like take good care of yourself, it's like setting boundaries with your own brain. And like I said, I did mention intrusive. So some of you might be struggling with intrusive thoughts where you need something else, like professional assistance or medication or whatever it might, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, but you know, you might be needing further assistance in order to clear this mind. Like, if this is something you've been struggling with since you were a kid kind of thing, and it's like you've just been coping with you know, like whatever, you know, unhealthy coping mechanisms, then it might be time to really focus on your mental health and get some help. Aromatherapy. That is so weird because I never do this. I really never do this, but I did spray some of this like little to-go Lysol like right here. I was kind of trying to cleanse out like pile one's energy as well, like ugh. But the smell was like, it was so strong, and it's just like, I don't usually get like smells in my reading, you know. Usually I'm just sitting here at my desk. So it's like, what am I smelling? So that's interesting that it came through. Like, I feel like there's an energy of like cleanliness where it's like, focus on your space, taking good care of your space, because, you know, your environment impacts your mental health. You know, that is correlated, that is connected. So it's like, if maybe your house is kind of not put together, or it's like not as clean as you feel comfortable in, it might be time to kind of pick up the broom and mop and just like, you know, get to work. Because I feel like you'll feel so much better afterwards. Like, you'll feel like you can think. You know, have you ever been in just like a really messy environment, and it's like, for me personally, I mean, I'm a Virgo moon, but it's like, for me personally, I cannot think. Like, I cannot think. Like, my brain is too busy, overwhelmed by everything that's surrounding me. And not to say I am a bit of a messy person. I really, like, my makeup desk is pretty messy right now. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, ooh, I need to go clean that. But you know, it's just like, I get this energy of like you walking into your home and it just like that smell hits you and it's like it smells so good and it's clean and it's just like it's taken care of, you know, it's loved, your space is loved and cared for, and so it's like it shows you that I'm worth it. I'm worth it to clean, like to have a clean space. Like it's worth it to have this space because I deserve to be in this space, to be in a clean space. And the same goes for like hygiene and taking care of yourself. You know, it's like I deserve to have that consistency, to have that discipline of like I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my face, do my hair every single day because I'm worth it. It's just like that independence we were talking about, connecting with like your needs. What are your needs? How have you maybe neglected your needs, your independence because of codependency? And a lot of codependents feel very guilty. So, you know, you might want to look into codependency as well as like, one of the books that I'm reading is Codependent No More, I believe by Melody Beattie. I can't remember her name. Codependent No More. So check that out if you feel called, but because that has to do with, you know, mental health. Dealing with all the negative impacts of codependency, which includes guilt. Yeah, aromatherapy though. I want to come back to that because I'm feeling this energy of like home remedies, like like really looking into like herbs and like home remedies and like, because I'm pretty sure like what lavender helps with like sleep and depression. Like I'm not 100% sure, but it's like I know that there's different remedies, you know, from natural herbs and plants and such that can help relieve some anxiety or relieve, you know, certain things. So maybe taking a look into that. Okay, what do we got? So we also had bottom of the deck, we had watching a movie. And I feel like this is perfect to follow like that energy of creating your space, you know, being comfortable in your space. Like a clean environment. Ooh, watch a movie. So yeah, they want you to relax a bit too. It's like, I feel like that energy, like we've talked about, overwhelm, you know, you kind of being punitive with yourself, punishing yourself for something. So it's like, they're wanting you to kind of chill. They're like, breathe, sniff some flowers, you know, smell the flowers, you know, stop, smell the roses, watch a movie, okay? Watch a movie. So we're gonna go ahead and get some last messages. We might get an angel oracle. I did that for pile 1, so it wasn't in the plan, but we shall see. Alright, we have balanced. My relationships and myself are two separate entities. So when I am feeling poorly, this does not mean my relationships are struggling, and vice versa. This separation allows me a better sense of identity and a stronger bond with those closest to me. Yes, it's like there's something very unbalanced about the energy, and it's time to really just focus on like, okay, I'm doing poorly, but that doesn't always mean all my connections are. Like there's that codependency is coming in strong, or it's like you might kind of be feeling like shit or feeling guilty because you might be feeling codependent to people that you feel like are disappointed with your choices. It's like you're so focused on their wants, their needs, their opinions, that it's like you might associate feeling negative with like how other people are seeing you. So it's like my relationships and myself are two separate entities. Like there needs to be separation. There needs to be a stronger sense of identity. Okay. We have new bonds. Interesting. Yeah, letting something go, closing one door so that another one can open. Not everything can come with you. Not everyone can come with you. It's like when you have a tower moment, everything falls apart. You know, not everybody's going to be on the other side. Healthy relationships are forthcoming in my near future. When I least expect it, I will welcome new, flourishing people into my life. I manifest positive meetings, conversations, and introductions, and relinquish this control to the universe. Yes. And this, I feel like this is also connected to like, I am not my relationships. Like I am a separate, I'm a separate entity from my relationship. So it's like, even though I've had to release these bonds, it's like new bonds are coming in. You know, I love that phrase where it's like there's different friendships for different seasons. You know, not everybody has to be there all the time. I feel like social media is very much like puts it in your face of like you have to be posting and be together with all these people all the time, and that means you're true friends or something, you know. It's like it's not real. Life is always changing, life is constantly moving and flowing, and it's like you're going to meet new people. New bonds are bound to come in just as you grow, as you move forward, as you're healing. And it's also up to you to open them to let them in. Okay, and to also make decisions about what connections are actually healthy, and you know, like these people, it mentions like, yeah, flourishing people. So it's like making better choices about who you allow into your life. People that don't throw off your balance, people that don't allow you to be in a codependent relationship with them, right? People that have their own identity, and it's very, you know, it's like just a very healthy dynamic. It's like yeah, it's like you might have lost connections from the past, but were those connections really based in a healthy foundation? And like, was it a healthy relationship? It's like now that you've had to experience that, release it, you can now make better choices about new bonds coming in. We do have energized. Each and every morning I wake up with vitality, ready to live my life to the fullest. This energy is becoming of me, and I notice how beneficial it is to my present moment. When tired, I will simply rest, then keep moving forward. Perfect. And we talked about that too. It's like, let yourself rest. Resting is actually very productive. You know, it helps us reset. It helps our bodies reset. It's not a lazy thing. It's literally helping our brains reset. But I actually really wanted to talk about this whole freaking reading. I was watching this TikTok, okay, and she was talking about neuroscience, and she was talking about how a lot of the time, you know, humans were built so humans are built for comfort. We're built for safety. Like, we're trying to keep ourselves safe. We're not trying to, you know, succeed. We're not trying to grow most of the time. We're trying to stay safe. So there's this energy that kept coming through of like challenging your comfort zone. It's very important for you to challenge your comfort zone. And I really love that this Watch a Movie came out, because it's like, it's not to say sacrifice comfort. Like, you know, it's like you can still create comfort for yourself and have like comfortable like movie nights, and you know, you can still have that, but it's more so about like discipline, and like it's about showing up for yourself even when you don't feel like it. Because what actually creates like growth and success, it's like consistency. It's I'm trying to remember what she was saying, because it's like it was so cool. It's like consistency. It's like most of the time we think that it's like something else, like I guess I should just say it's like you're intentionally saying, I'm going to do this every single day. It's almost like I keep thinking of instruments, you know. It's like I'm going to play piano every single day, even on the days that I don't want to. And that's going to create like growth. That's going to create dopamine as well. I think she mentions like we actually create dopamine with the pursuit. It's not the reward. It's not that we get this reward and boom, we get dopamine. It's actually, we get dopamine from the chase, from the pursuit. And so it's like you have to kind of maintain this energy of like, today I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Even if I don't want to wake up at this time today. It's like, you know, I get that energy so hard where it's just like, I used to be such a person where it's like, if I'm not going to leave the house, why should I wash my face? You know, like, why should I get ready? Why should I take care of myself? And I've really had to learn how to like groom myself regularly, daily, take really good care of myself, even on days that I just don't feel like it, you know, because that's what's going to create change and growth and success, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I felt like that was important, where it's just like there is an energy of like, this is hard. This is getting out of your comfort zone. This is challenging your beliefs and, you know, how you've coped. I feel like there's been a coping here for a long time that it's just like, it's time to get a little bit uncomfortable. You know, I think she was saying like it'll expand your life, your lifespan. Is like people that experience more like discomfort in a way of like new experiences, it helps them live longer. We have relax. There's plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light flowing from the eternal heart of spirit. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life, love. Like, I just feel like it's really important for you to just love on yourself. Like this, like self-love, literally, like love on yourself. Because I feel like you are the kind of person that you've loved everybody else but you. You know, it's like you've poured your heart out to other people and done so many, gone above and beyond to show up for other people. But it's like when it comes to you and yourself, there's some neglect there. Yeah, it's time to relax, get balanced, learn how to trust yourself. Like, I feel like you've come so far, and it's like looking back at the experiences that you've had, without those experiences, like, it wouldn't have taught you how to make better decisions now. You know, it's like you really needed that experience to move forward, to recognize an unhealthy bond from a healthy bond, you know? We do have encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love, through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. Those are just saying love, like self-love, literally. Yeah, like spirit is totally down, like, and they also just want to like recognize the fact that you have this big heart and that you are so loving, and that it's not for naught. You know, it's not for naught. It is a beautiful aspect of your soul and your ability to spread love in this lifetime. They're encouraging you. Like, that is truly what's most important in life, is love. whether it's for yourself. I feel like once you have such a strong foundation of self-love, it's very easy for you to love on other people too. So it's like, it's not like that's going to just stop. Like that part of yourself is just going to stop. Like you're just going to stop being a loving person because you're focusing on yourself finally. So this is just encouragement. Like it's okay. It's okay to take a break. Focus on you. Get your head right. Okay, that's all I've got for you, pile number 2. This was interesting. I really hope this was helpful. I really hope this is exactly what you needed to hear at this time. If it was, give me a like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you guys. Till next time, love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Welcome, pile number 3. You chose Raindrops. Take a chance on them. So I was hearing Take a Chance on Me by ABBA. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. And I'm to be alright. If I'm made to the test of time, take a chance on me. Yeah, like I'm just getting that energy. Sorry, went off there, but take a chance on me. We can go dancing, we can go walking, as long as we're together. Okay, I'm sorry, but that really came on strong. Like I feel like this self-care. What is this self-care, spirit, please? The self-care is letting people in. There is an energy here of it is in your best interest, and I feel like it's also your emotional needs that desperately are wanting connection. So I am strongly getting like a connection from the past that's coming through, where I think both of you are like really stubborn, kind of closing off your heart to each other here, and it's like nobody wants to like apologize or start the conversation, the healing conversation. Nobody wants to be vulnerable here. So it's like I do get a sense that this is a tough situation. It could be a relationship, it could be a friendship. I am strongly getting like a friendship here, but it's like there's a connection that I do think you crave or you still miss, and really reflect on why you miss this person, and like, is this coming from a healthy space? Is this really a good idea to, you know, maybe some of you just want to have this conversation, like an apology or just some kind of loving communication here that'll just heal things, even if it's like closure, you know, even if this is just like us having this discussion just so we can kind of put our hearts at ease. I don't know, there's like an emotional need here for like maybe healing for a specific connection from a past is what I'm getting. So it could be just like a past relationship that didn't go the way you planned, you know. I am getting like a friendship, like a, you know, friend breakups hurt just as much as, you know, real breakups. So, or I should say relationship breakups. Yeah, take a chance on them. So it's like emotionally, I think you're wanting to open up and be vulnerable. but there's, you know, there's a lot of guard being put up. There's a lot of guard being put up. And it's interesting because we do have the King of Swords. So Spirit is recognizing your intelligence. They're recognizing your ability to be very logical. And I feel like they're asking you to, yes, remain intelligent, remain wise. You know, it's like, just because there is an emotional response happening where, like I said, some of you might just need to have this conversation so you guys can both get closure, and like that's the last conversation. Like maybe you left off on like a really bad note and it's like we just want to end it off maybe on something a little more healing, right? It doesn't necessarily mean like letting somebody back in completely or letting somebody back into your life, but it's almost like there's like an emotional need to kind of heal a connection, but it's also like not letting your emotions get away with you at the same time, where it's like an emotional dependency of like, oh, like I need this person, I miss this person, and like where it's like, I don't know, like I'm hearing delusional, or it's like this person doesn't want to apologize, you know. It's like maybe you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want to apologize. It's like you have to be logical here and be like, am I really going to get closure from this person? Am I you know, I think there's just like a relationship that's heavily on your mind, and I'm hearing it's on the rocks. So there's trouble there, and it's just like I feel like you're emotionally really craving healing, but I think it's kind of asking you to be logical at the same time and be like, okay, I understand that I do want this emotional reconnection, but at the same time, is this the best decision for everybody involved? Will I actually get what I'm looking for as well, or is this just maybe hopeful like delusion, like, you know, emotional dependency? Like, yeah, just like kind of sitting with this, because I feel like it's gonna vary for so many of you here, where it's like there are people that you can have a mended connection with, that you can reconnect with, and it's like it'll be fine. Like you guys are both mature, healthy adults that can have conflict resolution and maintain a relationship. But then there's going to be those other people that like treated you badly because they don't know how to have a relationship. They're unhealthy. They're not. So my phone just died. I don't know what else I was saying before what I last said. I did look and see what I last was talking about. So it's like I said, just logically being able to decide healthy connections from unhealthy connections. But as for self-care here, okay, I do feel like your inner child is craving a bit of like fun. They're craving a bit of adventure here. So it's like just kind of doing things that I think stimulate your mind as well. Because I am getting that energy with the King of Swords, where it's like you're very intelligent and you really like to be challenged. You like to intellectually be challenged, you know? So it's just like that is what brings you excitement and curiosity, motivation, ambition. Like I think that's what really wakes up your inner child, is like getting to do things that like are both playful but also like mentally stimulating. So I don't know, that's gonna be kind of a tough one, right? It's like, what do you do for that? Where do you go for that? So I'm hearing traveling, so maybe some of you want to travel. But yeah, there's like a connecting with your vulnerability, connecting with more of your emotional side is coming through very, very strongly here. I think that you've put a lot of emphasis on maybe knowledge, maybe school, maybe just like gaining a very logical perspective. And I think it's kind of time to do some self-care emotionally, you know? Yeah, emotionally opening up to other people, maybe emotionally, like having healing conversations with people that you want to, just maybe even opening your heart to love. Like maybe some of you have been disconnected from just the idea of romantic connections altogether, and I feel like your inner child is a little bit bored. You know, your inner child wants some fun. They want to start something new and adventurous, and I feel like we have the Fool here at the bottom, and it's just kind of showing like a lack of faith, not wanting to jump. You know, it's like not wanting to jump because part of you doesn't really believe that the universe is going to catch you, you know, because I think you've built such a logical mindset here. It is difficult at times to be like, should I really take this risk? Should I really dive in? Like, is this just impulsive behavior? Am I being reckless? You know, I feel like you hold yourself back here a lot. But I think your inner child is like really craving like fun and challenge and new adventures, like a new path, a new journey, a new beginning here. So I think spirit, like self-care, like needs to be focused on like emotional health, but also like spiritual health. It almost feels like spiritually you've tried to intellectualize spirituality, I think. Like, I think you've really questioned whether or not spirituality is real, maybe even. And so I feel like there needs to be like revision. I'm hearing there needs to be revision there. So there is dream journal. So you could be having some interesting dreams. It's funny that that comes out because that is one thing that I tend to intellectualize is my dreams, where I like to tell myself this is just what my subconscious is wanting to communicate to me, of like how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about. That's why I'm having these dreams. So it's like, it's interesting that that comes out. We were just talking about intellectualing spirituality, and so it's like some people truly believe that like messages come through to us through our dreams. Like I've heard many people tell me stories of having dreams of past loved ones. Even myself, I just had a dream last week where I got to hug my dad, you know, and it was much needed. You know, but it's like, do we spiritually believe that these are like messages, or are we all connected subconsciously in some weird way? You know, I think there's a lot of doubting spirit, doubting, and that's not to say for everybody, but it's just like maybe you've ran into situations that you've tried to intellectualize versus just like spiritually feeling. It doesn't mean that you just completely lack faith or anything, like, especially because you're here at this reading. So I like to think that most people who are here at readings, we do have that connection to spirit, we do have that connection to our faith. But I just feel like you've led with a lot of logic in your lifetime. Oh, I think the cop's going after that guy. We have watch a movie. That came out for pile 2. So, so watch a movie. Yeah, I don't know why. That's interesting that that comes through, because I do feel like spirit kind of talks to me through movies sometimes, and it is one of those things where I'm like, am I crazy? You know, like, am I just being silly? Is this all in my head? Probably, but you know. But it's like, I always feel like I watch certain movies at the right time, where it's like spiritually the universe kind of wanted me to watch certain things at the right time. It's like I will put off watching a movie for so long for no reason, and then finally I'll watch it, and it's the exact movie I need to see at that time. Or even like brand new movies that come out in the theater, you go and see them, and it's just like, wow, like I really needed this message, I really needed this. And like, I don't know why, I just feel like spiritual messages are trying to come through to you. It's your guides trying to connect with you, trying to like give you signs, synchronicities that you're in the right place at the right time. And there could even be, yeah, like messages trying to come through your dreams. I don't give this message often because I am the person that intellectualizes dreams. But yeah, I really think there could be messages for you in your dreams that are coming through. And it's like spiritually, you know how there's like little fairies? It's like they're around you, but it's really whether or not you believe, whether or not you let that spiritual energy in, connect with it. This is an interesting reading. Okay, so we do have make an altar at the bottom. So make an altar. Yeah, connect with your guides, connect with spirit. They're trying to connect with you, I feel. And I don't know if you just haven't really made a lot of space in your life for something like that. Maybe this is connected to your child, your inner child, where it's like you were taught that these things were silly or make-believe or they don't exist. You know, and maybe it's like you've kind of gained certain knowledge along your path where it's like you've listened to tarot readings, you've listened to very spiritual people tell you things that you needed to hear at the right time. And so it's like it's made you question whether or not you have, you know, closed off this spiritual world. And so I feel like your guys are just asking you to connect as a form of self-care. Connect with us. I don't know, I just keep hearing this, that we're all spiritually connected. We are all spiritually connected. I just keep hearing it. It's like running over and over. We are all spiritually connected. And I'm also getting like with animals, like that is not limited to just human beings. Like I'm getting animals coming through as well. So we are all spiritually connected. So it's, yeah, I feel like this is challenging yourself to not intellectualize spirituality and to embrace it more deeply. Embrace it with more faith. Whew, this is an interesting one. Yeah, I really was scared too that this pile was just going to be another like focused on a relationship, but I'm really glad more came through. Because it was just that ABBA song at the beginning. If you change your mind, the first thing mine, honey, I'm still free. You could be intellectualizing a relationship as well, though, and telling yourself it'll never work, but it's like spiritually you could feel very drawn to them. You could feel like you keep getting signs, synchronicities leading you to a person, and you're just like, I'm just seeing them like swatting away a fairy, you know? It's like you're swatting away the messages. We have balance. This came out for pile 2. So my relationships and myself are two separate entities. So when I'm feeling poorly, this does not mean my relationships are struggling, and vice versa. This separation allows me a better sense of identity and a stronger bond with those closest to me. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just processing because the beginning we talked about relationships and like feeling like something is struggling. But yeah, it's like not having that dependency of like, okay, if this connection isn't doing very well, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not doing well. Like having that separation is also really good self-care. Just making sure you're staying balanced, right? And we talked about that, not getting too emotionally overwhelmed, not getting too swept up by your feelings, because you can rely on your wisdom, you can rely on your intellect here to decide, you know, is this apology phony? You know, is this apology real? Can I actually build with this person? Is this a healthy person? It's like you have to become balanced so you can recognize balance in another person as well. But it's also not getting like in that tangled web of my relationships are doing bad, so that means I'm doing bad. Like, you know? Ooh, we have healthy. Okay. Physical health looks different for everyone. Therefore, I will listen to my body and do what is best for it. What works for me may not work for others, and that is okay. Interesting. Yeah, so they're also, they really just want you to be very well-rounded, because we've talked about emotional health, we've talked about spiritual health. I am getting this energy of physical health here now, so it's like very well-rounded. They really want you to just focus on becoming more balanced, not letting any of these things like heavily take, you know, take control, where it's like I'm all logic, I'm all spirituality, I'm all emotional, I'm all like focused on my physical health. It's like, no, it's like finding that healthy, beautiful balance. The healthy balance. Healthy balance. Okay. But it's also like just doing what works for you. Everybody's body is different. We gotta listen, connecting with ourselves, connecting spiritually, connecting with ourselves. This is just full, well-rounded energy. Okay. Work balance. I am more than my job. My work is important and provides a sense of purpose, but I must create a boundary. I will honor my mental and physical health first. I work to live. I do not live to work. I love that. Yeah, they're just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, they're just really wanting you to become more balanced. Like, don't heavily focus on one aspect of your life too much. I think I'm going to leave it at that. We'll pull one of these angel messages here. I just feel like you hold yourself to like this really high standard, and you're like very much like work hard, think hard, but then it's like there's no play hard. You know, it's like your inner child really wants to play. It's like I'm just seeing somebody play with fairies, play out in the rain, watch a movie, you know, write down their dreams like in their little journal. Like, you know, it's like I'm seeing like somebody like doodling in their journal like with like a fluffy pen, and it's just like so like flippant, and like it's just so like carefree and fun, you know, just doing something for the simple pleasure, you know, and not so focused on the bigger picture and like this blueprint plan of like how I'm going to succeed and like work so hard and do this and that. It's like there's not a good balance here, I think. So they're really wanting you to move some energy around, you know, move some energy around. You've worked very, very hard. They're not saying just to stop working altogether, but they're saying find a balance, okay? Oh wow, we have rainbow just came out after the storm, right? After the storm, when the flowers grow. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You're surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. Yeah, like I feel like there's not a lot here because it's like you don't need that much help. I really think you're a smart, capable person. I think that you are learning how to discern unhealthy, healthy relationships. I think that you are learning how to be accountable and responsible when like relationships aren't going well, that you still want to like maintain. It's like I need to apologize, I need to have conflict resolution here. I just feel like you are typically a level-headed person, very smart, but it's like I do think your inner child's suffering a little bit, where it's like, we need to have some more fun. We need to have some more fun. Let's watch a stupid movie, you know, like let's watch Super Bad. I don't know. It's like you're just so hard on yourself, and so it's like Spirit's just like, you're a jewel, okay? You may not see it, and maybe that's why you work so hard, and that's why you keep pushing yourself, but it's like you're on your way, you know? I think they just don't want to see you burn out. Your guides just really don't want to see you burn out, so they're just like, make sure to maintain that balance. Rest when you need to. Like, both of these energies look very cozy, very comfy. Bottom of the deck, we do have healing. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. So well-rounded, right? Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Love to see it. So that's all that I'm getting for you, pile 3. I will go ahead and close it out at that. I really hope that this message resonated. I hope it was helpful to you in some way. If it was, give me a like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you guys. Till next time. Bye. Love, light, protection, blessing. Bye. Okay, I actually just realized we did not read the message in the book. So I'm just going to read it real quick. So it says, if anyone has a reason to keep their guard up, it's you, right? People have been known to mistreat you, and like any rational person, you finally got tired of it, went back inside, locked the door. But you weren't supposed to stay out of the rain forever. No matter how terrifying the prospect may seem, you need to put yourself out there again. Whoever it is you're thinking of, they can be trusted to walk with you through the storm. So I feel like that we can close it out. There's not really much else we can add to that. You know, this is about opening your heart up, you know, opening your heart up, being a bit more vulnerable, connecting with your inner child, and yeah, connecting with your emotions, your vulnerability, letting people in, letting yourself have a good support system. Okay? All right, so I'll see y'all later. Bye. Welcome, pile number 4s, to the bonus pile. So this is where I started reading for myself, and I decided let's share it with the collective, see if you guys also need the same message as I do. So this is just a chance for us to connect. Maybe we're here on the same journey, we need the same messages. So very cool. So this is our pile. This is also more relaxed. This is kind of like the chill pile after I did the other 3, and it's like I can just be sillier, you know, I can just be myself. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I feel anxious because I'm like wanting to rush this pile because I really need to go. Like, I need to go do some last minute Christmas shopping here, and so it's just like you know, like I just feel like I'm already kind of behind, and I'm like, so you're still gonna do a bonus pile? You're still gonna do a bonus pile even though you're late and you need to go? Yes, I am, because we need it. So this is this is a fun pile. I love it. I really love the energy, honestly. Like, to me, this is probably more positive than any of the other piles, which really sucks. And I really hope that more of you guys pick pile 4 for that reason, that it's like very positive. It's very, like, it feels very empowering. It also feels like for me, I said it in the intro, but like the Witchfire card for pile 1 is one of my favorite cards in that deck. This is another good one. This Witch Justice is coming here. But this card, Make a Vision Board, also came out in pile number 1. So I do feel a connection to the piles here. I do feel like for some of you, you could also be struggling with similar problems as pile number 1, where it's like there could be people that are sending negativity, evil eye, this and that. Let me tell you, I wanted to quote Niall from One Direction. You shower of blank. Finish the sentence. If you're a real one, finish the sentence. You shower of, you know, like there's just a shower of blank around you. So these witches, right? These witches really thought that, like, karmically, I don't know, I feel like karmically they didn't feel like there would be any consequences to their actions. But I feel like with the way things are maybe panning out, or the way things are turning out, or maybe even they will be turning out in the future, right? Because we have this vision board, and we do have the King of Wands, so it's like, I think you're making things happen. I think you are manifesting a lot. I think you're in this creative energy. So, you know, I think you're already, like, I feel like you're a bit further than pile 1, but it's almost like along the line, based on how everybody is kind of panning out in their lives, how everybody's doing in their lives, it's just kind of showing that, like, I don't know, the karmas are there. There's something about karmas where it's like people are just, they get what they give, you know? And I think very negative forces against you probably received very negative forces to them because of their intentions towards you. And so I feel like I'm hearing, did you guys watch the Hannah Montana episode where she's like dressed up like a judge and she's just like, justice is served? And like, it's just like ridiculous. I feel like I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe it was Amanda Bynes. I'm mixing it with the Amanda Bynes show. Bring in the dancing lobsters. You know, it's like, oh, the 90s baby is coming out of me here. But it's like, I just feel like I'm seeing like a courtroom, like Judge Judy style. And it's like, yeah, they made their decisions. They are who they are, and it's because of who they are, they manifest the energy that they manifest. And I feel like you're doing the exact same thing. It's just, I think that you, with the High Priestess here, the King of Wands, you have more of an idea of what you're doing here. Like, the energy is there. It's like, I feel with the High Priestess, you're very intuitive. So I think that you are able to connect spiritually here. You're also, I feel like, able to pick up on negative energy from others, where it's like, okay, I picked up on that. That was weird. I'm going to stay away from that. So it's like very protected. And then with the King of Wands, like, I feel like this is an energy of just like creativity and passion and fire. Okay, so what's the self-care though? What's the self-care? So the self-care is make a vision board. So what are we trying to bring in? What are we manifesting? I feel like spirit sees the energy here as very potent. It's like there's very potent energy at play, and it's like you need to use it wisely. Like you need to make sure that it's intentionally being directed into the manifestations that you are wanting to create here. It's like there needs to be more direction. And the reason I'm saying that is because we do have bottom of the deck 3 of Wands in reverse. There needs to be more planning. There needs to be more direction. There needs to be more intention. This is what I'm going to do. This is the plan. This is the vision. How do I manifest the vision? You know, it's like I'm hearing simple. It's simple. So you could have some guides that are a little like impatient. They're just like, it's simple. That was funny. I was like, it's so simple. So follow the steps. You know, that's what I'm hearing. So your guides could be a little hard on you sometimes, but I feel like it's because the energy is present. The energy is here. We have the High Priestess and the King of Wands. Imagine what you can do with this energy. Like just simply imagine it. And it's like, I think they've been slowly pushing you towards this King of Wands energy. Maybe some of you have been in the Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands energy previously, but it's like they've been building this. They've been building this momentum, and I feel like you are just kind of bursting at the seams at this time with like ideas and creativity and passion, and it's like, it's time. It's time to make a vision board, channel the energy, direct the energy. Use your intuition to make decisions. You can make very powerful decisions for yourself because of this intuition. Okay. Sorry. We also have dance here. So I feel like there is an energy of like movement and dance and making sure that you are, there's something about building the momentum, building the energy. And this is something that I always said of like, you know, after physics class, you know, it's like energy at rest will stay at rest, right? And energy, or what's the freaking word, is like energy that is an object in motion stays in motion. Thank you. Sorry. Bing bong. You know, that's the energy I'm getting here. So it's like, they're trying to get this momentum. An object in motion stays in motion. Like it's like you need to keep going. It's like I'm seeing like a snowball. I'm seeing, you know, it's like this snowball rolling down the hill, and it's just like gaining speed. It's gaining weight. Whoa. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just like gaining speed. It's like, where is this going? We have to direct this. Like, where is this going? It feels powerful. So it's like understanding your power, really connecting with your body is coming through. Connecting with your body, physical connection. I think that'll be very important because, you know, that physical health, when you feel good physically, I really think that's such a good start for the other things. It's like, okay, now I can focus on my emotional, my mental state, my spiritual state. I can focus on those other things because I'm healthy. I'm taken care of. But there's something about dancing, and I'm seeing like hips. Like I am seeing like hip movement, and you know, they always say like trauma is stored in the hips here. So it's like there could be something connected with like healing trauma, healing physical trauma that is still stored in the body through dance and movement. Yeah, I think that'll really keep your vibration high. Like I just feel like your vibration, like your energy is going to continue to like flourish and glow. You're going to be glowing here because if you keep taking care of your body physically here. Okay, this was fun. This is a lot of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cards here. I'm hearing like go outside and dance. There's something about dancing outside. In the woods, in your backyard. I don't know. There's something about the wind blowing through your hair. Wow, equal parts. I love this. Water seeks its own level. Therefore, I attract those who can meet me where I am on my journey. My interpersonal relationships are mirrors into my own self. So I strive to put my best self into the universe so that I shall find others who seek growth. I love this so much because it's justice. It's your karma. Because you didn't settle and like, you didn't stay with people that were trying to cast evil eye or, you know, try negative forces against you, right? Pile one energy. It's like you didn't let that fold you. You didn't let that break you. And there's even a message, I think, in pile one about like, you have these strong roots, and it's like no matter how you bend or sway in the wind, it's like you're not gonna break. You will not break here. So I feel like because you didn't break and you didn't settle, you just kept seeking people that were also on the same journey. You just continued to seek like-minded individuals. You just continued to search for secure, healthy people that mirrored your energy back to you, right? As you continued on your journey. Yeah, water seeks its own level. And that's also where I feel like you just putting your best foot forward here and just taking really good care of yourself. Like I said, I feel like you've been in this momentum of like growing and growing, and like maybe you started at the Page of Wands, maybe you started at the Knight of Wands, maybe you've been in the Queen of Wands energy for quite a while. But it's like, I feel like this is kind of like that energy of like the final push where it's like, I think you might have had to lose certain people in your life, or like finally let go of certain people, where it just like it's making space for karmic justice for the people that actually belong in your life. It's making space for people who are going to like treat you as you deserve. So we also had another card come out, Action Taker. I love that. And that's what I was getting to, right? Because I was like, I feel like you've been building the momentum, and it's time to direct this energy. It's time to take action. It's time to like, I feel like you've been having a lot of ideas and creativity just swirling around in your head, and there hasn't been execution. Like it needs to be put out. It needs to be expressed here. So it says, to carry me forth into the life I want to live, I will focus on my actions. I allow myself to think, to plan, and to pause. However, I will not get stuck in this mindset. To grow and learn, I take external steps to improve my state of being. Wow, this is incredible. I don't know, I'm sorry. I just like, I know this is my pile. It sounds like but I feel like even for other people that chose this pile, like it's incredible. The energy is just incredible, because it's like, it just shows that like you seek so much growth, like putting your best self into the universe energy, improving my state of being, to grow and learn, to improve my, like there's such a mindset of growth here. There's a growth mindset. There's like this mindset of like, I will improve, I will continue to improve. And I just feel like Spirit is so proud of you, and they're like, that's why you deserve this justice here. That's why this energy is coming through, because you have dedicated to improvement, to pushing yourself past comfort zones, pushing yourself past like bullies, you know, like straight up like witch fire energy. It's like, stand up for yourself. Like I feel like you've been put in positions where you've had to stand up for yourself. You had to choose yourself first, and it's lovely to see. And we also have my body. My body is my home, and I must love it immeasurably. Ooh, that almost got me. Ooh, damn. Yeah. There have been times in my life where, and this is just me opening up to the collective, there have been times in my life where I just I actually listened to a tarot reading, and it was like messages from your body, you know, messages from your body. And the message was, my body feels like I'm at war with it. And like at the time, I completely resonated with the message. I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, it's been a war, you know, and it never felt safe. And so I feel like that's been a huge part of my healing journey, is like cultivating self-love, cultivating a home for myself, physically, mentally, spiritually, you know, cultivating that safety. So that just hit me, you know, my body is my home and I must love it immeasurably. By gently touching my skin, my laugh lines, and my scars, I appreciate my body fully. I am beautiful inside and out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. So that made me emotional. Yeah, I just feel like you are taking good care of yourself. Spirit wants you to continue, you know. Acceptance. To have total acceptance of others, I must first gain full acceptance of myself. So I allow myself to live as me, not how I want others to perceive me. Nothing I do is upsetting, embarrassing, or intolerable. I am simply me, and that is good enough. And I feel like, especially with like bully energy, with negative forces, it's like these people wanted you to self-abandon, self-reject, you know. They wanted you to just feel like your existence was upsetting, embarrassing, intolerable, you know. And I feel like you didn't allow that to happen. You said, this is who I am, I accept myself fully, and if you guys don't like it, I'll find people who do. You know, and I'm gonna call you an asshole before I walk away. So yeah, the self-love here is gorgeous, gorgeous. Bottom of the deck, I will share it. We have Throne. Your potential is endless. This is the last card in the deck, and it is one of my favorites as well, where you got the princess, you got the witch, you got the mermaid, you know. It's like triple threat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a triple threat. I'm a princess, witch, mermaid, bitch. It's like I love that energy so much, because it's like I feel like we're playing on the playground, and it's like we're all coming up with our characters, and I'm like, I'm that one bitch that's like, well, I'm part princess, but I'm also part witch, but I'm also part mermaid. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Okay, so at risk of sounding cliche, you can do anything you put your mind to. You are a mighty queen who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant, just and magnificent, or any combination you should ever long for. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they're afraid you will become even more dangerous than you already are. Boom, bitch. They're scared. They're shaking in their boots, you know? It's like, I really feel like your haters probably your biggest fans, right? They're like, what will they do next? Sorry, what will they do next? So we're gonna close out the reading with the Angel Oracle. Ooh, that came out so fast. Opportunity, heck yeah. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There's nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desires. Perfect. Yeah, like you have so much, like the potential's endless. We have opportunity. You know what I mean? It's like there's so much momentum. It's potent energy that's here. So it's like, what are you going to do with it? What the heck are you going to do with this energy? Blessings, love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. Like, even your guides are like, congrats, bitch. Like, congrats. Oh wow, I just split the deck and we have the world. So not only do we have the last card in this oracle deck, we now have the last card in the major arcana. Like, you're closing out a cycle. There's an energy, I really keep getting this energy where it's like you're going from the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands. Like, I really strongly get that energy. Like, there's a level up. There's a level up here. You just, I keep getting that energy. Like, you just keep getting better. I know this fucking sounds so cocky because I know this is my pile, but it's like, I'm hearing that, I keep rewatching Wicked over the part 2 over and over again because it keeps showing up on my TikTok, and there's the part where it's like, dear Galinda, you are still the best. Not to channel Galinda, that's not, I'm not getting Galinda energy, but at all. But it's like that energy where it's like, there's a line in there where it's like, perfection can be improved. I hate it, but that's what I heard. That's so funny. That's what I heard. So I'm gonna close it out. Oh gosh. Wish me luck as I go holiday shopping. I'm wishing you guys all the best holidays as well. I just saw 222 on the timer, so take it if you want. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all you do here. Thank you for sharing the videos, commenting, liking, just supporting in general. Like, I always appreciate the positive energy. Thank you guys. I'm sending you all the best. Love, light, protection, blessings. Bye.